This right here is the V&A waterfront, Cape Town, South Africa. More importantly, this area right here is known as the Silo district, part of the V&A waterfront. Listen, I call it the Silo district. You might call it the silo or something like that, but I call it the Silo, okay? But you must be wondering, why am I showing this to you? Well, in the Silo district, there's a museum. And not just any museum, but the largest contemporary art museum in Africa, the Zaitz Maka Contemporary Museum of Art, Africa. Perfecta bebé, para mí es de cabeza a los pies. No escuché lo de la gente, bebé. Yeah, suena envidioso si lo ves. Es que te como esos. And yes, you heard me correctly. The largest contemporary museum of art in Africa. Not South Africa, the entire Africa. And I found out about this place about 2 or 2.5 years ago. And in those 2 years, I always thought to myself that I should go. I should make a plan to go and see what's there. But I never actually make the time to go, number one. Number two, lack of motivation. Number two is lack of motivation. And by lack of motivation, I mean, I haven't really been to much museums. I've been to 1 or 2 in the past. Those are natural history museums. And that's about it. I've never ever been to a art museum or a contemporary art museum, nothing of that sort. But I guess that's just my preference. You might have a different preference. You might enjoy going to museums. Not to say that I don't. It's just that I don't have the motivation to go there. But that all changed about a month or a month and a half ago. Why? Because I found out that the museum is free from 10 to 1 every Wednesday for African citizens. You just gotta come and bring your ID or passport, show it at the door, and then entrance is free. But hey, listen, before you judge, entrance fee is about 200 to 300 rand a person, which is about $15, more or less. And you know, that's not that bad. But if you're a student like me, most of our students are broke, except the ones that work. But most of us that don't work, we're broke. So if you're a student and you're watching this, you'd understand where I'm coming from. So the Zaitz Maka Museum is a contemporary art museum, and it's a 6th-floor museum. And the building itself isn't only a museum, it's a hotel as well. It shares some of its floors with the Sila Hotel. If I'm not mistaken, the first 6 floors are the museum and the rest of the floors are the hotel. And the museum was opened in 2017, and roughly about 24 million people visit the museum each year. And yesterday, I was one of the 24 million.
Thank you.
This is floor number -1. It's basically just the tunnels under this building. Am I right, ne? Yeah, under this building, the tunnels, pretty much. These tunnels are dark and they go a long way. I'm gonna move now. I'm gonna go to the floor number 0 or floor number 1, I think, before I get lost in these tunnels, because then I have no way of getting out. What's this floor called? I don't know what's it called. It's the entrance, the foyer, I think. This is the collection gallery, or I think it's collection gallery. I'm whispering because everybody else is whispering, so I don't want to speak loud and shout. I can't think of a place, so collection gallery. Listen, I didn't want to seem out of place because everybody was talking so softly, everybody was whispering, and I didn't want to pick up my camera and start shouting, because obviously when I vlog I speak a little louder, so that the audio
audio becomes much nicer. So I thought, okay, let me be decent and bring the camera closer and speak softly, because everybody else around me was speaking softly. So all this you see here is the research of the artist that did this whole flow. All the stuff that you saw now, yeah, this is all his research, pretty much. So that was flow number 1. It was about slavery, colonization, the upbringing of minorities, etc. Or at least that's how I understood it. So now we move on to flow number 2. So these are all the news articles that was published. The top news articles at the time, while like there was genocide and stuff going on in Rwanda, and instead of talking about the things that are happening, they posted other things instead, things that people thought were more important. For example, something like this. This is a room where I have no clue what's going on. It's a bunch of small cards on a table light. I don't know what's going on here. There's no board or sign explaining. So that was flow number 2. That was basically about Rwanda, the country, and like the genocide and things that happened there, and the way the world ignored it and looked towards other things that they thought were more important, or at least that's what I understood by reading the thing on the wall. So yeah, we move to floor number 3. So I'm going to go to floor number 4 now, and then floor number 6, because there is no floor 5, well there is, but it's not for the public, and floor number 3 is closed for maintenance. I think that's what they said. So I don't really understand this flow, but these are some good pictures. That's the only thing I understand about this flow, so at least. So that was flow number 4. The flow is called 2 together. Basically it's just contrasting 2 images, 2 textures, something like that. Oh, that's how I understand it, at least. So that right there that you see on the floor, yeah, that's made out of glass. That's on the 6th floor, and those round circles are all made out of glass, and it goes directly down to the tunnels, to level -1. Not the ground level, underground, -1. And I was personally a bit scared, because in my mind I thought, if too many people stand on one circle of glass, it might break. And if that breaks and I fall 6-7 floors down, there's no way I'm making it. This is floor number 6, the last floor. There's basically nothing here. It's just the floor. I think it's like an observatory deck, because the only thing you can see behind me is like, well, city and the mountains. So yeah. So this was my experience at the largest contemporary museum of Africa. It was extremely interesting, and not only that, the way they made it was extremely cool, or that's what I thought. I recommend you go check it out on a Wednesday between 10 to 1, so you can go there for free. This isn't promotion for them, it's just me, one friend telling another friend to go on a Wednesday to save some money for free entry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon. Yes, I know, I haven't vlogged in a few days. The last upload was on Saturday. I took a couple of days off, but it's okay because I'm back now.